I went to visit was a new nursery school. I had never met these children before, and I walked in, and there was a long stare from most of them, and one little boy by the name of Thatcher spoke first, and all he said was, "My doggie's ear came off in the automatic washer." And there was silence, just complete silence. It was as if, "This is your test, Mr. Rogers. Are you still in touch with childhood?" And so I said, "Sometimes that happens to toys, doesn't it? Their ears come off or their legs come off, but that never happens to us. Our ears don't come off, our noses don't come off, our arms don't come off." And Thatcher's eyes were getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and he said, "And our legs don't come off?" And I said, "No, they don't." And immediately, all of the other children started asking questions, and poignant questions. It was just as if, "We shall now open the door. You have passed the test. You may come in."
Grandpa and Me. Copyright 2009-2022 by Tim DiMella. All rights reserved. Cover design, illustration, and book video layout by Tim DiMella. Photograph of Grandpa by Debbie Rozanski. All other photos are stock and are not to be used for profit. Introduction. My Grandpa. Everything seeks love, even the wind and the earth. Love is in the center where everything reverts. Because love is the balance of all things, and believing in it is the first step to sprouting its wings. To understand this book, you need to understand my grandfather. Grandpa is an Italian man, first-generation American, not tall but not short either as such. He is a logical man and a delightful man. So some say. Others, well, not so much. Grandpa likes his church. Grandpa likes his home. Grandpa loves his children. Grandpa's children are all grown. Grandpa's wife had passed. His oldest daughter, too. This made Grandpa sad. This makes Grandpa like me. This makes Grandpa like you. Grandpa has a deep, grumbling voice, stern yet kind. Grandpa shines. Grandpa doesn't see so well sometimes. Or does he? Grandpa says little. Grandpa shows little. To Grandpa, that is. Grandpa has never shown little to me, his grandson, even when he intends. When I see Grandpa, I see Grandpa's heart. Grandpa has a kind heart. Sometimes Grandpa tries to make his mind replace his heart. Who is my Grandpa? It is not only me who asks that. Who is Grandpa indeed? This is why I wrote this book, just about Grandpa and me. Is it a book about what I wish to see, or is it Grandpa to a T? Grandpa will read and he will decide. And you aren't so lucky, you'll just have to believe what I write. But this I know is true, that when I write in love, you'll know my Grandpa too. There are stories I know of Grandpa from his friends and family who know him. Grandpa's like this because this is what happened to Grandpa. Grandpa does that because, well, Grandpa had that done to Grandpa. Is there truth in what they say? Some perhaps. But who knows the real truth about Grandpa except Grandpa? Who knows what Grandpa thinks and who knows how Grandpa feels? But I like to think I know my Grandpa. Grandpa is love. Grandpa is love. That's my Grandpa. My boy, shh. Yes, I know Grandpa. So this is Grandpa and me and Grandpa together and free. Say what you will, say what you won't, whether you believe or whether you don't. And now, here's Grandpa and me, finally. Chapter 1. Hello, Grandpa. In our desert, our peaceful place, I face Grandpa, and Grandpa faces me. We both hover over the ground, crouched with our legs crisscrossed and our arms to the side. It is dusk, and the sight is enveloped in mist, but not fog. You view us from our sides, me on your right and Grandpa on your left. Past us, in the background, is the dark mountain, not unlike the mountains of the Rockies, a little lower, but higher than the Alleghenies, and beyond that is red sky embroidered with sunbursts as far as the eye can see. It's not sunny right now where we are, it's mystic. And it's beautiful. It is not real. It does get real sunny at times, but at times like these, it is quiet, and our images are noticeable. Curvatures of our faces are defined. The mountains are defined. The sky is defined. The ground is defined, with its brownish tinge, with no tree or plant impeding its way up to the mountain's base. And so it is Grandpa and me in the foreground, he facing me and I facing him, and hover together. He sees you, and I see you too. Shh, it's time to talk to Grandpa. Hello, Grandpa, says I, with my eyes giving a soft stare into Grandpa's soul. Hello, says Grandpa, a bit confused about why I am here. What do you want, my boy? Grandpa, why does the dragon chase the rabbit? Why does the rabbit not get caught? What? Asked Grandpa. I say it again. Why does the dragon chase the rabbit? Why does the rabbit not get caught? I don't know, says Grandpa. Maybe because the dragon is fast, but the rabbit is more clever. And that's Grandpa. Even when I say nonsense, Grandpa believes in me. He gives me the credit that I'm not crazy. Well, maybe, Grandpa, but I think the dragon chases the rabbit because he doesn't know he's a dragon. And the rabbit doesn't get caught because the rabbit eggs on the dragon by turning his head back towards the dragon, stupefied at the dragon's ignorance of who the dragon really is. But the rabbit is too small for the dragon to grasp onto. In other words, adds Grandpa, stop chasing things that are improbable to catch. Did I mention that Grandpa is the king of his castle? He stays at home a lot. He likes it there. That's my Grandpa. Chapter 2. Laughter and Grandpa. Grandpa laughs. He laughs well. What do you laugh about, Grandpa? I laugh about many things. I laugh about the stars. I laugh about my life. I laugh about the time. I laugh in my mind. An eagle saw a man in the distance and waved goodbye to him. Why does the man cry? The man cries because he cannot fly, answers Grandpa. Fly where, Grandpa? Fly where? Well, he cannot fly where the seeds are plentiful on top of the ground. He cannot fly to the moon. He cannot fly too soon. Fly, Grandpa, fly. I cannot fly. I cannot fly. Why, Grandpa, why? It's not time, Grandpa cries. So when it's time, I guess the rabbit will go away and the eagle will fly? In other words, says Grandpa, when it's my time, I won't be ignored. Jesus will certainly knock on my door. Grandpa laughs that sentimental laugh. That's good, as he takes out his white handkerchief from his back pocket and blows his nose. That's good, my boy. Did I mention that Grandpa uses his handkerchief a lot? That's my Grandpa. Chapter 3. Work, Grandpa, work. Grandpa works. Oh, Grandpa works very hard. He has worked hard forever. Watch Grandpa work. I get that hard work from Grandpa and Grandpa's daughter. Grandpa is a tree. A tree is high in the distance, and all a man has is a piece of string. How would the man fell the tree to begin building his house? How far away is the tree? Asks Grandpa. Well, how long is your string? Answers me. Ah, the string and the tree are connected, says Grandpa. Yes, so how will you fell the tree? Well, I will pull on the tree each day, diligently, slow and methodically, for however long it takes to fell the tree. But how will you fell the tree, Grandpa, if your tree won't fall before your time? How will you build your house? Well, I will use the string to climb the tree and make the tree my house. Yes, Grandpa. In other words, stop letting others distract me and string me along. Leave me be to keep working on my house. Did I mention that Grandpa likes to work on his house? Work, Grandpa, work. Work on your house. That's my Grandpa. Chapter 4, Grandpa Loves. Grandpa, if a dove flies out of sight, how do you know where the dove will land? Well, you don't, replies Grandpa. But what if the dove lands in a field? Then I guess that is where it lands. Grandpa, love to me is like a dove that lands in a field and finds peace there for the rest of its life. Won't it fly to another field? No, I don't think so. I think once a dove finds its own field, then that is where it will live forever. Ah, says Grandpa, what you are saying is that once you find love, it stays in you forever. Did I mention that Grandpa loves? Grandpa likes to love. He doesn't say it a lot, and he doesn't show it like you really know. So it's kind of out of sight a lot too, but it's always right there in me where it landed a long time ago. I love you, Grandpa. Thank you, my boy. That's my Grandpa. Chapter 5. Grandpa Likes Discipline. Grandpa, if a boy leans on a lamppost and then kicks his leg, will he find what he wants? You got me on this one. Wait. Okay, I get it. If he kicks his leg, he'll lose his balance and he'll slip off the lamppost. No, he never loses his balance. What's he kicking? He is kicking what is not there, but he thinks it's there. Is the lamp on the lamppost or not? On or off? On. Oh, okay. So what you're saying is, why kick and fight if you have something sturdy to lean on that illuminates your life? Yeah. Well, the answer, my boy, is that the boy already has what he wants, but he distracts himself from having it. Did I mention that my Grandpa is sturdy? He sheds light on everything he sees. That's my Grandpa. Chapter 6. Grandpa Has Faith. Grandpa, if a cat says stop but the mouse says go, how does the green grass flow? Flow, huh? How does the green grass flow? I say by the wind. Oh, I think Grandpa's getting used to how I speak. Grandpa's really getting to know me, and I'm getting to know Grandpa more and more too. So who must the green grass listen to, the cat or mouse? Well, the green grass listens to no one, my boy. The cat and mouse are both in the grass and get thrashed by the wind because they have no say over the wind, nor does the grass. So the cat, the mouse, and the grass must give up control on which way they go. I see what you're saying. You want to know in what direction should you go? Which direction does real life or the green grass flow? Yes, Grandpa. Who makes the cat? Who makes the wind? Who makes the mouse? Who will be there in the end? This is not an easy question. For the answer, you must go further and come with me throughout this place, and I will show you. Well, Grandpa says for you to come too, so come on as we fly high and on through. If you look close, you will see a river in you and a river in me, and up ahead is where we meet. Oh, look, there's hope. That's neat. Yes, and now there is the harbor of hope. Here we are. Go ahead and grab that rope. Now that we're in hope, look around. Look real close. Do you see in the distance your heavenly host? So whenever you quiver, just focus on the river and you'll see him happy and free. Then you'll have hope, and be able to cope. So now let's go back and talk face to face. How did you like that place? That place was great. Did I mention that Grandpa has faith? That's my grandpa. Chapter 7. Grandpa Sees. Grandpa, why is cold sometimes hot and the desert sometimes not? My boy, when is truth telling a lie? As some who are elated always must cry. Ah, Grandpa knows me. I think we've spent enough time here for me to see. Grandpa, I don't see a desert anymore. Through my eyes, I see paradise. You understand, my boy, you see. You positively, you see. So where is Warm and where is Norm? And me, Grandpa, and me. Yes, my boy. Did I mention that my grandson sees love as clearly as me? That's my grandson. Ready to go home, my boy? Yes, Grandpa.